one of the key matchups. I think it is an absolute game changer if we're not prepared for it. He wears jersey number 4. His name is Jeff Hollins. He's a junior, 6'2", 249-pound outside linebacker, hybrid defensive end out of Jacksonville, Florida. He has been very, very disruptive this year. He has a total of 39 tackles. 9 of them are sacks, 12 tackles for loss, 4 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery, and 1 pass defended. And Jeff Holland is living up to the hype of Carl Lawson. Carl Lawson never really got there, James, as this big-time player. And this guy, to me, has come out of nowhere. He's been back up the last couple of years. When you look at him, he doesn't look that disruptive. He doesn't look like the guy that can get around you, but he is a talented pass rusher. And if I'm Auburn, I'm lining him up on Womack all day long, okay? You go back to the LSU game. If I'm Auburn, I'm looking at the LSU film, and I'm watching what Arden Key did to Womack first, and then second, I'm looking at what he did to Jonah Williams as well. Now, Jonah Williams is a guy who had a dominant freshman year, but he's been so-so this year. But you talk about the ability to disrupt a game and absolutely put Alabama in a lot of bad plays and a lot of bad positions. Jeff Hollins has the ability to do that. So one of my key matchups that I'm going to be watching for, James, is Matt Womack against Jeff Holland, our right tackle against their outside linebacker. Now, if Auburn doesn't put this guy over him all day, shame on them. And, of course, I know different things determine how you line up and things like that, but I would have Jeff Holland over Womack. Why? Because he can get off the ball faster than Womack can backpedal. He's strong, he's athletic, and he has a couple decent moves. But how does Alabama, James, counter that? How does Alabama counter that? You know, when you look at that against LSU, to me, we didn't adjust. We just let that guy just keep rushing. You got that's why you need a fullback. And I know I'm always touting the need of a fullback. You need an athletic fullback who can catch the ball out of the backfield, because all it takes to stop a guy like Holland is for Womack to know that on his outside, his right outside shoulder, somebody's going to chip that guy. And as that fullback goes out in the flat, James, all he has to do is chip that shoulder of Holland or Key or whoever, and then it allows Womack to reset himself and then engage and re-engage. But if you just let that guy, I mean, think about this. The guy's already more athletic, and he's coming upfield, and Womack is backpedaling. So the defensive player already has the advantage if you can give him just all it takes is just a little chip. Let's see if Alabama does that.
So do you see then Alabama line up a tight end, or especially in passing situations, or running back to keep him in for protection to help out Womack on that right side?
I don't know if they will necessarily keep him in. I don't know that they would keep him in, James, but I do think that they will do a couple things. They will either run routes right off of him, meaning the little quick hooks to Jacobs right there where he's vacating, or they'll use the swing pass to get – I think we'll have an adjustment to have some quick passes and some quick releases. And so that's the way I'll look at that in terms of adjustment. I hope we'll have a screen game to slow down the pass rush. And then the other thing is, hopefully with Homer Smith, we had the ability to flip plays, not just change plays, but we could be going left and we could make one audible and it was going right. I hope that they have something like that in the thing, because what you can do is when we see that he's on Womack, you can flip the play and then Jalen rolls away from it. You have a rollout away from that, or you go away from that in terms of the pass rush. So a lot of options on how to handle that. And hopefully they know a lot better than I do, Dable and Saban, and I'm sure they'll have it taken care of.